they did. Nancy Pelosi, you know who she is.
Yes.
Okay, she was on the Sunday News.
Okay.
And they were interviewing her and the Republicans about this impeachment that Donald Trump is going through. And, and now the Democrats are getting a little smart.
Okay.
Because they've changed the term quid pro quo, which
Yes.
is Latin, that nobody understands what the hell quid pro quo means.
Changed.
So quid pro quo in Latin, right, quid pro quo in Latin means something for something. It's a legal term, but nobody knows what the hell that means. So now they've changed it to bribery.
Yes.
So Donald Trump, he's going crazy on Twitter, and he's saying this whole thing is a scam, a sham, and everything else. Trump, when the ambassador to the Ukraine, who was fired before this entire telephone call happened, was testifying, Donald Trump was bashing her on Twitter as she was testifying. And if you remember, Adam Schiff stopped the impeachment inquiry and said, by the way, are you aware that Donald Trump is saying these very nasty things about you on Twitter as you're testifying right now? How does that make you feel? And of course, she said it doesn't make her feel very good. It makes her feel very intimidated. So Nancy Pelosi came on the news and said two things. Number one, it is witness tampering and it is witness intimidation, but it's witness intimidation for future witnesses who may want to come forward and now won't because they're scared they're going to be bashed by Donald Trump on Twitter.
Right.
And number two, she said the Democrats have invited everybody who listened to this telephone call come testify. As a matter of fact, we'll even invite Donald Trump. You want to come testify? Tell us what you said? We'll be happy to listen to you. Now, Trump is writing, even though I did nothing wrong and don't like giving credibility to this no due process hoax, I like the idea and will, in order to get Congress focused again, strongly consider it. Meaning he said he would come testify.
Really?
Yes. Now he wrote on Twitter, our crazy do-nothing Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, who is petrified by the radical left, knowing she will soon be gone, suggested that I testify about the phony impeachment witch hunt. You never have the subject testify. Ever.
Right.
You want to know why?
Why? Because they can't
you
lie.
Never win. You can never win as a defendant testifying. You could only lose. And that's also in a civil case, too. You know, like when we bring people, Moshe brings people to depositions in an accident case, and the defendants want to depose our plaintiff, our client. We always advise our clients, listen, just answer the question.
Right.
You're not going to win your case in a deposition. You can only lose it. You can't win it.
Wow.
So it would be the gift of all gifts
if he actually testifies.
But
can't he just...
It's very easy to make all the claims you want on Twitter. A former Trump campaign advisor was found guilty on 7 counts that he faced. He was charged with lying to Congress, witness tampering, and obstruction. So here he is, Roger Stone, who did lie to Congress, was caught lying to Congress, and is going to jail for 20 years. Gordon Sondland lied to Congress behind closed doors and then changed his testimony to say there was a quid pro quo, a bribery. All of the other people refused to come forward. They say, perfect call. He did nothing wrong. But you want to know what?
What?
They could say all that they want on Fox and CNN and MSNBC,
right.
But when you say it under oath,
in court,
under penalties of perjury, or before Congress, ask Roger Stone. He's looking at 50 years. People believe he can get as many as 20 years. He hasn't been sentenced yet. Now here's a list of other people who lied to Congress and are now in jail. Michael Cohen, George Papadopoulos, Paul Manafort, not guilty of lying to Congress, guilty of lying to the IRS. Tax fraud. Rick Gates. Think about all of this. Donald Trump goes to Washington, crusading. I'm going to clean the swamp up. And he made a bigger swamp than was there before. Michael Flynn, his former national security advisor, jail.
Oh my God.
And now Roger Stone, who was a campaign advisor, going to jail perhaps for up to 20 years. Meanwhile, the man's overweight. He eats a lot of fast food, according to the news reports. And on Saturday, rumors are that he went to Walter Reed Military Hospital, which is the closest government hospital to the White House, complaining about chest pain. The White House claims it was a routine visit, but there was nothing routine about it because it wasn't on his schedule, and it was a 4-hour test. Now, what I understand is a lot of the routine physical exam happens at the White House, and you only need to go to Walter Reed Hospital for special equipment that doctor would be able to bring in his little black bag. Around midnight, he tweeted, "I visited a great family family member of a young man under major surgery at the amazing Walter Reed Medical Center. Those are truly some of the best doctors anywhere in the world. I also began phase 1 of my yearly physical. Everything is great. I'm going to complete the rest next year.
So he chilled with the family for 4 hours?
He chilled with a family member for 4 hours. Now, it is unconfirmed, but several reporters are telling a different story. They're saying that the president was checked out for chest discomfort. However, others have written that it's unusual how the president's Walter Reed Hospital visit unfolded. For starters, Trump's annual physical is usually held in January, February. All right?
Come on now.
CNN tweeted, all of this doesn't add up. The White House Medical Unit has very comprehensive facilities at the White House complex that could easily accommodate most of what is needed in an annual physical. Never has a president been taking in annual stages for a physical.
So what do you think happened?
I think he had chest pains.
Or
maybe the man is under extreme stress.
I think that's what it is.
He's old,
Family
potentially
is
going to jail, potentially losing the presidency, potentially knows many crimes he committed. Maybe his family members are embroiled in this as well. And he's got to be saying, is this even worth it? Meanwhile, talking about Swampy. Okay, you know about what's going on with these e-cigarettes, right?
Oh, yeah.
They are really, really bad for you.
These vapes.
Yeah. Now, he went on a news conference.
Who?
He being Donald Trump.
Oh, he spoke about this.
He spoke about this about a month ago. I'm sorry, I didn't say who he was.
Yeah.
He, being the orange
man,
went on a news conference about a month ago with Melania. This is her pet project.
Oh,
Melania,
this is it?
One of her pet projects. Okay. She has a couple of pet projects. This is one of them.
I don't know about any of them.
Yes, this is one of them. The no bullying on the internet's another one.
Right.
And apparently the head security guard at Tiffany's. Those are her three. Those are her 3 pet projects, apparently. And so,
that was a good one.
But it's true. And so Melania, she's against bullying. It's very bad, the bullying on the internet. She wants it stopped.
Right.
Okay. And her and Donald are very against bullying on the internet.
Yeah, because her husband's a great example of that.
Exactly. And and she does her thing at Tiffany's with the security guard, according to the news reports, unconfirmed. And number three, she wants to end e-cigarettes. It's very bad for people, and quite frankly, it is.
It is.
And there's lots and lots of people dying from this.
Yeah.
So, and she doesn't want her son Barron. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want any son or anybody to be hooked on it.
Yeah.
So they had a news conference. There they are, the protesters. Okay, 1 second. We're going to get to the news conference in a second. So they had a news conference, Jonathan, about several weeks ago. I don't remember the exact date.
Okay.
And Jonathan said he's going to have the Department of Health and Human Services issue a regulation banning all flavored e-cigarettes. So the Juul company, seeing that they're going to be banned from selling their product, voluntarily took the product off the market.
Oh, wow.
Which left an opening for these minor players to come in and fill the void. So the e-cigarettes, those people who are smoking it, they still exist, these flavored cigarettes, but it was only going to be for a short period of time because Donald Trump is going to sign the regulation, taking it off the market. And we have a video about Donald Trump saying this about a month ago. Let's watch.
Can't have our youth be so affected. That's how the First Lady got involved. She's got a son together that is a beautiful young man, and she feels very, very strongly about it.
So she feels very strongly about it. He feels very strongly about it. And the regulation came on his desk this weekend to sign.
Okay.
Did he sign it?
No.
No, he did not. He didn't sign it because his political advisor said, the people who smoke flavored e-cigarettes are your voters.
Oh my God.
Are your voters. So we don't want to piss off the Trump voter, so let's kill them instead.
Yeah, let's kill
them. But
them.
they'll be dead in 10 years. Who cares? As long as
they're around in 2020
for their vote.
That is sad.
So,
that is so sad.
Isn't that sad? So now Trump tweeted that he's going to be meeting again with the vaping medical and state representatives to come up with an acceptable solution.
Oh,
he doesn't want to ban it. More than 5 million young Americans are reported smoking e-cigarettes in the last 30 days. Nearly 1 million of them smoke them every day. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.